AI news. Now, this is uh, NVIDIA's Gen Cluster 1 IOI 2025 Gold. This is open source GPT, um, OpenAI's open source model, 125 billion parameters. So the first time open model ever measured a big labs breakthrough scalable test time compute for hard problems. For each IOI problem, um, so let's check what's IOI 2025. For each IOI, they had AI generated of 500 C++ solutions, good and bad. IOI refers to International Olympiad in Informatics, one of the prestigious programming computation for high school students. High school students, 1/10 of the participants, 1/12 based on the scores. Okay. With clear thinking, the system submitted best solution to officially. Um, for gold medal score verified by the official IOI grader. Okay, NVIDIA cluster and gold medal score using open source model. Good. To find the champions, they pitted the best solution from each cluster against each other in mock competition, with another LLM acting as judge to rank the winners. Oh, nice. 100 private iOS style test cases. Okay, let's go to the next news. What is this? The amount of money going to AI infrastructure right now is huge, but is being financed in fundamentally different way from classic market bubble. Instead of being built on easy credit high, it's being funded by cash flow from large profitable. What the? I don't think it's all cash flow. The big companies don't even make 1/3 of what is being. I mean, right now it may be cash flow, but what they've projected to invest in the next 3, 4, 5 years, they don't have the cash flow. Probably they'll make the cash flow from the infrastructure they've already built. So OpenAI, Anthropic, all these top line and margin is going to skyrocket with the new infrastructure. So let's see how long this bubble goes, and it will be around 2027 or 2028 when the music stops. Then we will know. But yeah, there will be 20 to 30% corrections as well. AI infrastructure by 2030. It's not random. It's hyped up number. AI infra 3 to 4 trillion. Major banks like are chasing running detailed models to figure out how the investment could realistically be financed. The analysis shows that while it's a big number, it can be recovered through mix of internal cash flow and raising private capital investment. What makes Build.out credible is AI investment is already producing measurable productivity gains. Independent studies, so across industries. Hmm. GNA revenue versus percentage of technology spent on. Okay, let's wait and see. There is nothing we can do. Let's wait and see. This is another news. Alibaba introduced GPU pooling system Acon that makes AI model serving much more efficient. Claims 82% cut in NVIDIA GPU use for serving LLM by pooling across models. Okay. In 3+ month beta on Alibaba's cloud marketplace, H20 GPUs dropped from while serving turns a model up to 72 parameters. years. They are trying to get much more efficient on the inferior GPUs they have. So they're trying to get very efficient in their cloud infra to serve the tokens. Hot models, regular cloud model toward hot models, so many GPUs sit idle in cold models. Oh, okay. Because they are trying to efficiently use all the GPUs all the time. So they're trying to use all the GPUs which sit idle. Alibaba measured 70% of GPU handling, only 1% of request. They are basically, it's not AI innovation, it's a cloud infrastructure. Not even innovation, it's been already used in cloud infrastructure. That's all. Okay, single GPU supports 7 models. Latency drop by 97%. That's good. Timing suits China's chip limits. Econ realizes it. Okay, good, interesting. What's next? By 2027, 40% of B2B agents. Yeah, this is interesting. B2B deals will be agent to agent negotiations. Humans won't be even in the room. Sounds like sci-fi Walmart is doing it. 68% of supply negotiations are handled by AI chatbots, no human buyer involved. 75% suppliers prefer talking to AI over human. Mm, that's interesting. Meanwhile, Walmart tells AI its budget needs. Walmart's just the beginning. Gartner predicts enterprise will task specific by 2026. 27 50% of procurement contract will be AI enabled. Oh, these are interesting use cases that not much talked about but actually being used in enterprises. 180,000 negotiations. This will go to millions and then billions. AI to AI process information. Interesting. Stop training your sales team. Start training them in agent architecture. Interesting. Let's see what this is. What's stopping China to create their own photolithography machines? I think he's talking about ASML. It's ultra hard. Chinese is some of the brightest mind working on it. ASML DUV tool to study it. China engineers took apart an ASML lithography to study it, then could not reassemble, then asked ASML to fix it. The 193 nanometer immersion is unforgiving. Through thin water layer scans wafer dual just to keep overlay tight across 300 millimeter wafers. Whole stack depends on factory procedures. Pulling tool close to ASML rival is Japanese companies Canon and Nikon. They have pretty much conceded the cutting high edge part of the field to ASML. China's plan B stretched DUV in standard domestic tools. Chinese funded companies trying domestic immersion DUV from displays that targets 28 nanometer and 7 nanometer. Catch up eventually, but the EU, China may catch up eventually, but the technology quite literally took billions of dollars direct financing across US and Dutch government to compete. You can use Japan as an example. They were competing the Dutch to make UV in 2000. It ultimately failed. They couldn't commit sufficient consistent funding without US. Japan was world leader at the time in photolithography. Oh. As far as the actual wavelength of the light goes, it's pretty damn close to physical limits of photolithography. Netherlands revoked licenses covering shipments of NXT 2050i and this from China. Netherlands Titan thinks again to this. Alright, whatever that means.